not the anointing. Not the anointing. Galilean, not the anointing.
Some days I wake up and I don't feel like doing anything. That's because the stress of moving from one point to another can be such a blur. So sometimes I won't stay on my bed, but I need to get work done. From booking my bus for meetings, to arranging official meetings, to getting a space for seminars. What about getting a very good event coverage company with good equipment that can do everything I want? But hey, all of that is in the past now because I found a place I can get everything that I need in one. At Swag TV Studios, the render is a variety of services, from photography at its very best to well-equipped multi-purpose studio space for any type of event or video recording, from television shows, live music shows, or comedy shows, to mention a few. Did I mention that it can also cover your events with the most efficient equipment, as well as offer live streaming services for any event? This is the special part. They can also train you to become a pro in videography and photography. So, I woke up today and I feel like doing everything thanks to Swag TV Studios.
All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, my name is Omojeso Alfred, and this is Whatness with the boss of all bosses. And of course, I have an amazing personality right there with me on set. Like this, like the long-awaiting interviews. Seriously, the long-awaiting. And by the way, this is the first time Arinze Baba is going to be on set with me. This is the very, very first time for the past 10 years. The very, very first time being on set with the boss of all. But first of all, I want to say, Mr. Arinze, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
How is everything, sir?
We thank the Lord.
Okay. First of all, let's know, who is Arinze?
Well, there's not much to who Arinze is than my real names are Olusegun Arinze Wahib. I'm from Lagos State, Badagry. Born and raised in Port Harcourt, Romola precisely. Lived in just 3 parts in Lagos State, but all in the Ikwere region. From Romola, I moved to Elekahia. From Elekahia, I moved to my 4, which is we call it my 4 for the popular people. But those of us who are more familiar and conversant with the environment, it's called Mpakani. And then from there I moved to where I stay now, which I wouldn't want to disclose for security reasons.
All right, so they said you are the most influential comedian in the South region. How true that is?
Let me be very realistic with you. What you say a man is not for the man to decide. It is what you feel. Because
how long have you been in comedy?
I've done comedy for 26 years.
All in River State? Yes.
I've never moved to anywhere. I've been here all my life.
Okay.
You understand? So I've done comedy for 26 years. But I came into limelight at about 2004, 2005. And that was the Night of 1,000. I did my first Night of 1,000 laugh in 2005. And ever since then, God has been merciful. But that notwithstanding, this your influential thing. I believe that you can be a motivator, or how do they see it? You can be an inspiration to somebody, and the next person doesn't see you like that. So this person might call you an influential person, and the other person say you are nobody. So as far as I'm concerned, who says you are influential sees you as an influential person. Who says you are not doesn't see you. I don't see myself as an influential person. I just see myself like a comedian who is striving, and then I see other people who want to be like me, emulating, and there are people who don't want to be like me.
Okay.
So it depends on who is talking.
All right. Okay. Now, 2 years ago, you did an event. The God must
be crazy.
And it was being powered by 001. Now, and that year you did a lot with them. You did so much with them. Is it that the reason why you're not being able to pull up another event after the last one? And with the look of things, there is no plan of Arinze even doing any event this year because we've not started seeing anything about you. Now, do we say that it's because 001 is not behind your back anymore?
Okay.
Because then you were under them, and now you left them, and you were not able to pull up anything.
Well, let me set the record straight.
Okay.
First and foremost, I've not left them.
You're still with them.
Yes. Now we have a 5 years running contract.
Okay.
And that 5 years running contract, we're about to resign another one. The truth here is there are some things that you see when there are no suspense in movie, it's not interesting.
Okay.
You understand me? Sometimes you just let the suspense roll. I did the first show with 001 in 2019, December.
Okay.
Because my shows are usually first week of December. So I did the first one in December 2019. And I've done the second one with them in December 2021. Now, I do my shows every 2 years.
Okay.
I don't do my show every year.
All right.
I don't know how comedians who do show every year cope. Because, there's this thing about recycling. You just keep recycling jokes. You just want to put up posters so that people give you money. It's not like a trend. People just want to do show they don't want to give people the value and dividend for the money they pay.
My name is Engineer Angel Atta, aka Angel the Lamb, a petroleum engineer, a stand-up comedian. They call me Angel the Lamb on stage. A martial art expert, and of course the founder of Nigeria's best and Africa's biggest comedy club, the Port Harcourt Comedy Club. A humanitarian, founder of the Kind Heart Foundation. Giving back to the society is my golden desire. Yes, making life meaningful is my dream. SWAT TV, an establishment project helping humanity reach out to the world. An expert in the field of media coverage and its own visibility. When it comes to television, when it comes to content, one name you must come to is SWAT TV. High definition at its best. How long have I known SWAT TV? Since 1942. I'm joking. I've known SWAT TV for a very long time. And every year I try to define them, but I couldn't. Because they keep changing, they keep reinventing themselves, they keep beating records. And I guess what? In the next 10 years to come, I don't see them at the back, but rather setting the pace for others to follow. So, this is SWAT TV. Myself, I find. Tous les vaccins la transférée, par le vous la transférée aussi, tous les vaccins la transférée dans SWAT TV, par tous les vaccins nous findez. Oui, la fion, parlez-vous, au revoir.
Arinze Baba was part of those people that benefited from the governor 10 million naira. I should told myself I don't want to talk about 10 million naira on my platform anymore, but the question was so much and I just need to put it out. Now, they want to know, what did you in details, how did that 10 million benefited you as a person? Now, others says we didn't even see it in him. Okay.
Did you see
They
in
didn't see the
him?
money in you.
Okay.
So maybe they were expecting you to live some particular life and you did not. So, Mr. Arinze, tell me, how do you spend your 10 million naira?
Well, my brother, let me now call, sometimes like it's good, it's good when you ask questions that first and foremost, if you notice very well, on social media, I'm not somebody who is on social media. I'm not very visible. Now, what is visible about me on social media are events that I go to. My personal life is not on social media. Now, I'll tell you why. I'm this kind of person who doesn't need any validation from anybody. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm 40-something years old. You don't expect me to begin to put up, I bought these glasses, I bought this shoe, I bought this watch with 10 million naira. I'm not chasing clout.
All right.
You understand me? The truth about the matter is 10 million naira is a small money.
For you?
I've seen 10 million and 10 million and 10 million and 10 million. Even last week I saw 10 million. What is 10 million?
Okay.
People are very clear about 10 million. Some of them are just seeing it for the first time. You understand me? That weekend made it public that is giving 10 million to us. I know some people just saw that money for the first time in their life. Some of us have been seeing that money for a very long time. For somebody who worked for the government for 8 years, you think that 10 million naira he announced was the biggest money I've seen in my life? The truth about the matter is, I don't want you to know about my personal life. I don't want to let you, like I said, where I live now is something I don't want to tell anybody. If it's some people who are living there, they go don't snap and food the internet. Tell you, say, this is where I live, just to chase clout. I don't need your validation. I'm living my life. My family is okay. I'm okay. Everybody is fine. What you need me to do as Arinze Baba is to put out a good show for you, tell you good jokes. That is all I owe you. So if you come and say, where do you use your 10 million naira? Who are you? Are you my father? My father cannot even ask me. He didn't send me to work. I started working by myself. So you don't ask me what I do with my 10 million naira. That's none of your business. I don't need your justification. I don't need your validation. That's just the truth. I'm not a Gen Z or a millennial. I'm OGs. You don't expect, let me say, one commissioner of 1999. They'll come and be behaving like one commissioner of 2023. The commissioner of 2023 is maybe 20, 25, 30 years. That one is 62. What he needs now is how to drink green tea in the morning, watch news, read newspaper, and sleep. The other one is thinking of how he will drive one machine, move around, let people know that he's commissioner of this thing. Do you understand me? Everybody with their mentality. So the 10 million naira was put into good use, and that is it. That is all you need to know.
Okay. Now, we've not seen Arinze anywhere, maybe mainly in an event with maybe, let's say, his wife or children, or him posting anything that has to do with family. Now tell me, are you married?
No.
Do you want to get married?
Yes.
When do you want to get married? 40 something. You
No.
just said it with your mouth.
Bro.
No, you said it with your
Definitely.
So I'm just only telling you that Arinze at 40 something, you can decide to add your numbers. You can decide to have 5 cents. At 40 something. And also being in an entertainer for 20 something years, singing in River State, yet not married, planning to, but we don't know dates because all you say was his events. So,
all right, my brother, let me tell you this. First and foremost, you see, some of us at some point in our lives, we didn't want to. I wasn't looking at marriage as a very important thing. I'm being realistic with you. It's my opinion. I wasn't looking at marriage as a very important thing. I just believe that marriage is companionship, and then for children. You understand me? Now, some people, this is my ideology. If you're not capable, do not get into it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some people marry because they want people to see them responsible. Some people marry because Bible say marry. Some people marry, but you know the world that we live in now. I don't want to bring somebody's daughter, keep her, bring her maybe from a good life that the father is giving her, keep her and cannot take care of her.
For the past 8 years,
hold on,
seeing millions.
Hold on now. Let me land. Now, those millions have been seen. First and foremost, you did ask me, what's your family background? What does your family... I come from a family where... Let me shock you. I come from a family where I'm the richest man in my family.
Oh, wow.
So I needed to paint that picture out. It's not a small family. It's a big family. My father has 3 wives and 9 children. Now, I don't want to talk about my mother's side. You understand me? So I come from that kind of family. I wasn't a rosy. I wasn't, okay, and my father was rich at the time, and then he left. Nobody saw him again. After some time, he left 3 wives and ran away. Only God know the pressure. Where they don't put for anybody. The man, go London, go chill. Okay. Till he died, and we buried him in London, and that was it. Oh. Now, that responsibility fell to my shoulder at a very tender age. Okay. At 18, I've already started fending for my family. My immediate younger ones are two boys. I started training them in school and training myself and the rest of them, do jobs to train them. So I'm not coming from a background where they throw away money from me. I lived in a bachelor for 12 years with my family. So when money started coming, the ideal thing was not to just rush, marry and the rest of it. The ideal thing was to set up my family so that at least we can have a base. Then when we have a base, we can now begin to do things the proper way. It doesn't matter how old you are, but the fact that the matter is that you are doing it when you are comfortable by it. Okay. I don't want a situation where you bring one woman, your brother said, "Now this woman make you don't want trainer. This one then kata go begin boss everywhere." Today, my brothers, by the grace of God, at least my last born, is doing very well. I cannot comfortably tell you that, gentlemen, I think you guys are okay now. Let me bring in another person into this family. Right. My brothers are married. Okay. It's just me. Okay. So I was the sacrificial lamb for them to stand so that all of us can be okay. And today I can beat my chest and tell you that we are okay. It is now time to do the proper thing.
Do you think you're not convinced of picking the right girl now?
Get there already. My brother been convinced with him. What did they convince anybody? Get there. Now just say with the weight make everything not set. I don't want to talk some things for top television. We'll leave the rest, mate, so that you will call that surprise. The suspects go there, you know, fine again. I want me you see it, but Marie, how? There are several things people don't know about me. Right. You understand me? Okay. I wouldn't say I'm an introvert. And I wouldn't say I'm an extrovert. Okay. I tell you the truth for free today. I am not that person who have a lot of friends. Okay. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have friends that we're just friends. No. If you're my friend, it's either we are doing comedy, that's why you're a friend, that is business friend. Yeah. Or maybe there's something that you are doing for me or I'm doing for you. That's what you understand me. I don't keep those kind of friends that we don't have anything we're doing. Okay. Now my old school boy. Now I don't know where my schoolmates are. Okay. I don't care about all those things. I don't keep people around. I don't know. I keep you around when there's something to offer. Okay. I don't bring you around. You come to tell me plenty story. Brother, that time not day. Right. So I'm somebody who is very, very tight with whatever matter that concerns me. Right. You understand me? I don't give it out.
Before you leave the platform, Mr. Arinze, what next? Like the show is what next? So, Mr. Arinze, what next? What should the people of Evil State expect from Arinze Baba?
Well, what next is doing big things. Okay. What next is my marriage. Okay. What next is my show, my one-man show. All right. And then what next is seeing if we can know more governors, know the president, and then begin to, even as a matter of fact, I intend to know the president of America. Okay. So what next? What next? There are so many what next. But the immediate what next is the marriage, my show.
When you talk about your marriage as if it's this year.
I see.
You talked about your marriage as if it's this year. Are you getting married this year? Are you saying yes, I do this year?
I will send you that invitation. When you see the invitation, look at the listen and check the date. But okay. for now, just know that what next is my marriage. Okay. What next is my one-man show. All right. What next is still trying to put River State on the global map with the little I can offer to the states, to the country, and then to the globe.
All right, so what do you have to tell the fast rising comedians? Now, they used to say that the fast rising comedians does not respect the gatekeepers. Severally, I've had the opportunity to discuss with some of the gatekeepers. When I say gatekeeper, I'm talking about people like you, people that have been there, and they will always say something like, these other people always call us old school. All right, whilst you say something the other day, said, I try to advise them and they'll say you are old school. What advice do you have for them?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I don't advise people. I don't advise people. They say somebody called me old school. Say my mother will always say, "Broom will come new, they sweep anyhow." May not worry. If you know as that short one, waiting happen to away short, him go soon short. They are two go begin talk. You understand me? So. And even man will say, now, meaning that, listen, as a man, my lawyer, let me just say this short story to buttress more. My lawyer had a younger brother who lives abroad.
Okay.
Billionaire. He came to Nigeria. My lawyer said, no, go hotel, stay in my house. And he has no wife. He has no maid. And then the brother stayed in his house. And then they got to a point, plates were heaping. And one day he stood up and said, "Oh boy, wash plate now. Now maybe your other brother go wash plate." The guy didn't find it funny. The guy said, "No, you don't expect a billionaire like me to wash plate. Get somebody to wash the plate, I'll pay." That was when it dawned on him that his younger brother is a man now. And he's a billionaire, richer than him. You don't send him to go and wash plate. Whatever you feel is comfortable for you, do it. Man, no, the advice man. Situation 9 the advice man. That's what it be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man made the advice man, a situation the advice man. That is from Arinze Baba. I want to say thank you for coming, Arinze.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, time is one of the greatest friends we have on the face of planet Earth. But the way you use your time will determine what the time will produce to you. We're going to invite Arinze again because I think I have a couple of questions I didn't ask, but not going to be next week, but I think we're going to look at time to invite him. I'm looking forward to maybe a week to his wedding. Okay. I'm not talking about the concert. I know the concert will always be there, but I'm looking like a week to his wedding. But he said it's a surprise, it's a shock. Okay, he said it's a shock. And he said he doesn't advise people. So those of you that are waiting for Arinze to advise you, sorry. He said, I need to advise anybody.